Hey, everybody. We are getting started a little bit late today. We're actually on early, but we ran into some technical difficulties. So here we are now. And we're going to give everybody a moment to notice that we're here and post that on Facebook that we are, in fact, available on our channel. Always the challenge that people don't know we're here. It's hard to show up.
Trying to alter the link. All right.
Well, the show must go on. So I'm going to get started, and I'll just leave a pause. And then those of you who are rewatching this video or doing a replay can take that 30 seconds or so to see if you know the answer, and then keep track of your own points. We'll also start keeping track once folks start showing up, if they start showing up tonight. But we may as well do the run. Set up my 30-second stopwatch here. All right. Our questions tonight come from Trivia Pursuit and a game called Geek Battle. And the dice will determine which question we're going to ask. That is an even question, so we're going to go with Trivial Pursuit. And the category is going to be geography. Which country has the westernmost point of mainland Europe? Which country has the westernmost point of mainland Europe?
What do you do?
I'm trying to get it so I can comment because I could a minute ago. At least I thought I could. I may have to log in otherwise. So I can put the prompt up for the 30 seconds has ended. The 30 seconds has ended, though. It's like more like 50. So we'll just pause that. And the correct answer is Portugal. Portugal. I don't know why that extra sound got in there. Portugal. Now, the question actually gives examples, but we like open-ended questions. So I hope that's actually the westernmost point for Europe in general. Iceland extends further to the west, but does not form part of mainland Europe. So there we go, Portugal. All right. Next question. This one's from Geek Battle. The category is comics and video games. That is not a question I can keep open-ended, so we're going to move along. What electronic arts video game franchise allows players to create virtual people and guide their actions with few clear gameplay goals? What electronics arts video game franchise allows players to create virtual people and guide their actions with few clear gameplay goals? I want the Jeopardy music. That one. Maybe we can get our own score done. That way we'd have the rights to it. And we can have that kind of like fill in the gap music. Oh, there's our 30 seconds. The answer is The Sims. So Electronics Arts is a game franchise studio, and they create a franchise, a game system, a video game that allows people to basically do whatever they want. And it's The Sims. There's very few goals in The Sims. Crystal's played quite a few of those.
No, I've dabbled.
I've I've seen them with no goals. I'm not really sure what to do with the game. All right, once again from Geek Battle, we have the category sci-fi and fantasy. What object lands in Donnie Darko's bedroom twice, but only once while he's there? What object lands in Donnie Darko's bedroom twice, but only once while he's there? Do you remember the answer to this one?
I remember very little about that movie.
It was a very strange movie.
It was a very strange movie.
I liked it, but it was strange.
Big cult following though.
Yeah.
So the people that love it really love it.
People try to figure out what it's all about and all that stuff. Oh, the 30 seconds is up. The answer to what object lands in Donnie Darko's bedroom twice, but only once while he is there, is a jet engine.
I just remember the rabbit.
And if you put the physics on that together, you might have an idea of how that movie ends. Spoilers. Oh, we're going back to Geek Battle. And comics and video games. On which platform was Call of Duty originally released? On which platform was Call of Duty originally released? Oh, you know what? I think I see here. There we go. There's the comments. You want to guess which platform Call of Duty was originally released on?
Call of Duty.
It's a shooter game.
Yes, I know.
Okay.
I'm just trying to remember which one it was, because it was one of the two major ones. Like a 50-50. And I go with PlayStation.
It was not.
Was it Xbox?
It was not.
Okay. Well, then I was off completely.
It was, in fact, PC. It was a PC game first and foremost.
Learn something new every day.
Every day. Back to Geek Battle. And the subject matter, the category, is science and technology. All right, which hobby did Manhattan Project physicist Richard Feynman amuse himself with at the top secret Los Alamos base? Which hobby did Manhattan Project physicist Richard Feynman amuse himself with at the top secret Los Alamos base? I think you have to be like right up on your atomic theory nerdism to get this one. But it is pretty cool. Any guesses?
That's a very long-winded question.
Yeah, that I had to rephrase.
What was hobby?
What was his hobby? While he was
astronomy.
The 30 seconds is up, by the way. Now the four options they give here are safe cracking, pyromania, streaking, and surveillance. And but we only do open-ended questions.
Pyromania.
Pyromania is not the answer. It is in fact safe cracking. Because if you
I guess that can be fun.
Stuck there for many, many lonely hours, you may as well learn how to break out. Even numbers. So we're off to Trivial Pursuit question. The category is arts and literature. Who sculpted the David statue at the Pieta? Who sculpted the David statue at the Pieta? Hopefully I pronounced that right.
I should know this too.
You probably do. You probably do. I'll give you a hint. He was a Ninja Turtle.
That's not a hint. They're all Ninja Turtles.
True.
I'm going to go with Michelangelo.
Time's up. But yes, it was in fact Michelangelo who created the David statue at the Pieta. Oh, wrong pile. Odds. That would be Geek Battle. And number 4, which is Geek Life. No, not that one. Moving on.
Too hard?
It can't be turned into an open-ended question. What word did Richard Dawkins coin as a unit of cultural transmission? I'm going to get this word wrong. Analogous to a gene in his 1976 book, The Selfish Gene. Which word did Richard Dawkins coin as a unit of cultural transmission and analogous to the gene in his 1976 book, The Selfish Gene? It's probably analog, but not. So I have to figure out how to say that word. Anyway, a word that is meant as the unit of cultural transmission. Okay, time's up. If you know that one, good on you. So we have a gene, which is a makeup of our bodies, right? Genes. So a unit of cultural transmission is a meme.
Meme.
I don't know if he actually meant the things that are on the internet, but
it's
probably
transmission culturally.
It is cultural transmission, but in that manner. If it's a matter of measurement, I don't know. Other than it went viral. Oh, funny. All right, next question. I got to roll. And even we go to Trivial Pursuit. Category is entertainment. Actress Sandra Bullock won an Academy Award in 2010 for her role in which film? Or what film? Sandra Bullock in 2010 won an Academy Award for her role in what film? Time's up. So Sandra Bullock is lauded as one of the most in-demand women in Hollywood, and her Academy Award in 2010 was for her role in the film The Blind Side.
I can see that.
It was apparently good, or at least acclaimed.
It was well done.
My favorite role she's ever done was Demolition Man.
I'm not sure I would say that was well done.
No, I'm joking. She's done great work. Even, so Trivial Pursuit, and we're looking at number 3. Nope, I'm not doing that one. Pull another one. The category is history. In 2008, what founder of a social media platform became the world's youngest self-made billionaire at the age of 23? In 2008, what founder of a social media platform became the world's youngest self-made billionaire at the age of 23? I feel like I said 28 the first time. It's 23. I'm sure you all know who this is. But in case you need a hint, we're not on his platform right now. Time's up. It is, in fact, Mark Zuckerberg, who was the youngest self-made billionaire by the age of 23. All right, that's an odd. We're going to go to Geek Life. It is going to be the category of comics and video games. What Berkeley-breathed comic strip introduced Billy the Cat? What Berkeley-breathed comic strip introduced Billy the Cat? I don't know what Berkeley breathed means, but that's how it's spelled.
Yeah.
Yeah.
In capitals, it's a title or a person.
Maybe that's their newspaper.
Maybe
college campus newspaper. Time's up. The comic strip introduced Billy the Cat was called Bloom County.
Would not have guessed that one.
Would not have guessed that one. Bloom County. Now, I do remember it, I think.
I do not. I have never heard of it.
I could be thinking of something else entirely. we get totally different comics up here sometimes. Even number. So we're looking at choking slowly. No,
Don't do that.
Trivia Pursuit. Try to think of the right word. The category is entertainment. What director has credits that include Roger and Me and Psycho, but pronounced Sicko? It is Sicko. What director has credits that include Roger and Me and Sicko?
The C?
With an S.
Oh.
Never heard of it. Heard of the guy, though.
Did he used to be half of a duo?
Maybe. All right, time's up. The director who has credits that include Roger and Me and Sicko is Michael Moore. Roger Moore. Michael Moore.
Michael Moore. That I would not have known.
Yeah, I don't think I'm familiar with those movies. And we watch a lot of movies.
Hey, Rob.
Rob! I did not even look at the comments because I just, was getting used to talking to myself. But it was not Alfred Hitchcock. No, it was Michael Moore. Michael Moore, not Roger.
That's what I was thinking when you said Psycho.
Geek Battle question. We're pulling from comics and video games. What Fox series is an African-American spin-off of Seth MacFarlane's Family Guy? What Fox series is an African-American spin-off of Seth MacFarlane's Family Guy? Time's up. It is The Cleveland Show. The African-American spin-off of Seth MacFarlane's Family Guy is The Cleveland Show.
I can picture the show.
Never seen it.
Tell you what it was.
Nope, wrong one. Trivial Pursuit. Category is Arts and Literature. Apparently I can't speak tonight. I don't know what's going on. Arts and Literature. What mythological character fell in love with his own reflection? What mythological character fell in love with his own reflection? There's a whole complex named after him. Should be easy to get. Easy-ish. Good job! Both of those are correct. Rob, Holly, you both got it before our time ran out. Narcissus. Probably some sort of inflection there that I'm not getting, but yes.
Welcome, Holly.
Hey, Holly. Going on to Trivial Pursuit. I have 2 questions. Only one lives. Orange, which is sports and leisure.
I'm out. Apparently so.
That's a no. What 2010 video game is set in the American Old West and features the protagonist John Marston? I believe I know the answer to this question. What 2010 video game is set in the American Old West and features the protagonist John Marston? Well-acclaimed video game. I have never played it, though. Time's up. The answer is Red Dead Redemption.
Nice.
Very well acclaimed series.
Rob's like, yeah, that's the one I meant.
Oh, hey, you did get it. Both you guys. Just under the wire, I'm assuming. Good job. Way to be up there in your video games. Geek Battle. We're looking at number 3, which is science and technology. What highly influential software application, first released in 1987, came free with all Apple computers for many years and featured a pointed hand and a stack of cards? You have to do the air quotes. What highly influential software application, first released in 1987, came free with all Apple computers for many years and featured a pointed hand and a stack of cards? It would have a Mac OS on, but it may not have been called that back then. Oh, time's up. So I don't even know the answer to this. I didn't look, but my guess would be Solitaire or something like Solitaire. No, it's called HyperCard. Neat.
Solitaire was on the other guys.
Yeah, no, I get that, but maybe they got bought out. Like you never know. But it definitely would have had a mouse or a pointer. It definitely would have had. That's not going to fit. A stack of cards. Trivial Pursuit again. And we have science and nature. This one's easy if you know any of this stuff. What does LCD stand for in flat screen technology? What does LCD stand for in flat screen technology? Do you know?
I think so.
LCDs aren't popular anymore. I don't even know if they're made anymore. They finally made LEDs tiny enough to replace them. Mm-hmm. That is correct, Rob. And our time is up on that one. So good job. Liquid crystal display is in fact the answer.
I think our smaller TV is actually one of those.
Oh, yeah, the one out here. Mm-hmm. Even. Number 3. History. Which king of England, or the way they have it here, it's what king of England, which I don't understand, but okay. What king of England signed the Magna Carta in 1215? What king of England signed the Magna Carta in 1215?
I'm not up on my history, but I could take a stab at it.
Magna Carta was a pretty big thing.
Yeah. History was not my strong side.
Time's up. It, in fact, was not Edward. It was King John. And why was the Magna Carta so important? Does anybody remember? Kind of a big deal back then. The Magna Carta ensured that no person, kings included, would be above the law. That's an even. That's a crit. Trying to figure out things. Sports and leisure. Like that thing right there. All right. Okay, cool. Which condiment did the Heinz company, the Heinz company, produce before ketchup? Which condiment did the Heinz company produce before ketchup?
Double show it to the camera.
Here you go. There's the answer. I doubt you could read it, but good luck. Oh, I either forgot to stop the clock or we're like way late on this one.
Was it catsup?
It was not catsup. Because this was, yeah. Catsup turned into ketchup, but no, it was not. So the options they give here, which we don't provide because open-ended questions, but is mustard, mayonnaise, or horseradish? And we know they didn't do mustard.
That came after?
Like, honestly, 10, 15 years ago.
Horseradish?
It was, in fact, horseradish, which was the company's first product.
Do they even still make that?
I have no idea, but I'm sure if anybody would know, it would be people living in the States, because lots of things are not available here that are still available there.
Except
That's
for
okay.
The best flavored chips. They're only available here.
Correct. They're starting to trickle. And we have the best mustard in North America, so.
In your humble opinion.
Nope. It's just a fact.
Okay.
Even. Number 3, which is history. What is President Barack Obama's middle name? I even know this one, I'm pretty sure. I might get the pronunciation wrong. What is President Barack Obama's middle name? Do you remember?
No. And I should, because I just finished becoming.
Yeah. Time's up. It is not Muhammad. It is Hussein. Barack Hussein Obama. Geek Battle. Number 2. Comics and video games. Which Angry Bird is presented to the player as the second option? So you fire your first bird. Which one is second? Which of these Angry Birds, or which Angry Bird is presented to the player second? That's going back a while. I'll give you a hint. The red one's the first guy. Time's up. It is, in fact, the bluebird.
The bluebird.
Red, blue, then yellow.
Red.
Pretty sure.
Blue.
Might have been black at some point there, but the card was right. So I don't have to remember. Thank goodness. It was, in fact, the bluebird. I'm sure there's a song about him.
It's a different bluebird.
Even. We're going to Geek Life. We're going to number 1, which is sci-fi and fantasy. In The Terminator, what are both the Terminator and Kyle Reese wearing when they first appear after traveling back in time? In The Terminator, what are both the Terminator and Kyle Reese wearing when they first appear after traveling back in time? And time's up. Rob, you got it absolutely correct. They show up wearing nothing but their birthday suit.
Is that what it actually said? Nothing but the birthday suit?
No, it just said nothing. He got it. Letter for letter. Trivial Pursuit. We're looking at
Smile.
Entertainment. That's right. They're bravado. That's what else they're wearing. Entertainment. Yes. Okay. What British talk show host took over from Larry King on CNN's Tonight Show? What British talk show host took over from Larry King on CNN's Tonight Show? I wouldn't have known this one. I mean, Larry King was a legend. Probably still is. Time's up. Larry King was succeeded by Piers Morgan.
I did not know that.
Every time I see the Tonight Show, which isn't very often, doing it now? I guess that's Piers Morgan.
I thought it was somebody else. I don't watch late night because it's late night.
That's when you get into the real subjects. People get to talk about things they don't get to talk about in the daytime. Going for odd. You have question marks because you don't know, or because you didn't hear the answer? Yes, that's it. He's really Captain Morgan, but he had to take a day job. So.
Or a night job.
Or a night job. Well done. All right. Geek battle number 4. Geek life. What Soul Man singer played Chef on South Park? What Soul Man singer played Chef on South Park? They're looking for the actor's name. Close enough.
Good guess.
Indeed. But we have 5 seconds left. And time's up. It is, in fact, Isaac Hayes. Well done, Rob. Lots of people remember Chef. Not everybody remembers the actor behind the character. Who I believe ended up leaving the show amidst controversy because of nothing. Well, it was controversy. I was going to say nothing bad, but it was controversy, so it probably was. Trivial Pursuit. Look at geography. How is this geography? What is traditionally broken at the end of a Jewish wedding? What is traditionally broken at the end of a Jewish wedding? You see it on TV. If you're not Jewish. You haven't been to a Jewish wedding. Clearly, I don't get out much. Time's up. It is. It is, in fact, Rob. It is, in fact, a glass.
I hope you're wearing shoes.
Well, I don't think they throw it all over the place.
You just step on it inside of a towel or something.
Yes.
Although that's how I've seen it portrayed. I don't know if that's actually like that.
If they use a light bulb, it makes more noise. But I think it's supposed to be symbolic of something, and a lot of their traditions go back well before the light bulb. Geek life, we're looking at sci-fi and fantasy. Ooh. Okay. In Star Trek, what color is the copper-based blood of the Vulcan race? In Star Trek, what color is the copper-based blood of the Vulcan race?
I know science.
That's right. Basics of science will bring you there. Time's up. It is, in fact, green.
When copper oxidizes.
It turns green. It's in.
Oh, we're good.
Okay, we're good. It was in fact green, Rob. What would it be if it was blue?
It's not necessarily green in their body, only when it's exposed.
Well, they still say it's green. For fictitious people, it's fine. Science and technology. Cobalt base. Aha ha ha. Science and technology.
Get Rob with science.
The two founders of Apple Computer were both named Steve. What was their last names? Double parter. The two founders of Apple Computer were both named Steve. What were their last names?
Shaking the desk.
Time's up. It is Jobs and Wozniak. Good job, Rob. Geography. Yep. True and false questions. It's not true knowledge, 50-50 chance. In what U.S. park can you look at an Alice in Wonderland statue and read the lines of the poem Jabberwocky? In what U.S. park can you look at an Alice in Wonderland statue and read the lines of the poem Jabberwocky? I don't know, but now I want to go there. Do you know?
I think so.
Because you've been?
I've been everywhere.
You've been way more places than me. Time's up. It is, in fact, not the Golden Gate Bridge Park. Do you remember? Do you know what it is?
Is it actually in one of the Disney parks?
Nope. I don't think so. It is in Central Park. Philanthropist George Delacourt commissioned the sculpture for his wife in 1959.
I have been to Central Park. I did not see stuff.
I have a feeling she liked literature. How did you go from Golden Gate Bridge Park to Central Park? Were you reading my mind? Science and technology. What is Marie Curie famous for researching? What is Marie Curie famous for researching? I feel like I should know her name, but I also know that I have no idea why. Like,
she's a celebrated woman in history.
No, I'm saying like I know the answer and I wouldn't have said that. Like, so clearly I don't know enough about science history. Oh. Marie Curie was famous for researching radioactivity.
Uranium radiation X-rays. That's a musical. Really?
Rob, did you pull that off the top of your head?
Okay.
And she seriously has a musical in South Korea? Because
not her personally.
Well, I know that, but like about her, I would assume. They're celebrating technological advances, which is pretty cool. We're looking at geography for this question. In which country would you traditionally order bird's nest soup? In which country would you traditionally order bird's nest soup? You're going to wonder why I got that face. I'll tell you in a minute. Time's up. All right. The answer is China. There might be other ones, but they weren't on the list. But China. This is the part that I didn't need to know, honestly. The nests, whatever they are, big, small, whatever, the nests used in the soup are made from bird saliva.
How do they get the bird saliva?
I don't want to know. I've seen birds eat. I don't see a whole lot of saliva there, but okay.
Rob, have you tried it? Yes.
Yeah?
Yeah, they apparently get it by climbing cliffs, and he has tried it.
Mine is clearly delayed.
Yeah.
But that's okay.
Apparently it is delicious, if you can put away the thought of how it got there.
The only saliva I want to eat is honey. Number 2, which is Trivial Pursuit. Another one that's geography. In which South American country is Angel Falls? In which South American country is Angel Falls?
I know the name of the falls too. I'm trying to place the country.
Pretty sure you talked about them some years ago. Time's up.
No.
It is Venezuela.
Venezuela. Yes.
I'm checking the delay.
Venezuela.
All right. 5 more minutes and then we go for dinner. Trivial Pursuit. Wow, we're sticking with the geography a lot tonight. Nope. True and false questions are bad. But the question was, Djibouti is the capital of Djibouti. True or false? I have no idea.
I know. It's Djibouti.
I didn't even look. All right. Oh, you said, I was thinking halfway. What is the name of the currency in China? What is the name of the currency in China? Time's up. All right. The name of the currency in China is renminbi.
Really?
The yen is Japan. Now it says renminbi, yuan, Y-U-A-N, is a unit of renminbi currency. Interesting.
guess that would be kind of like the pound is a part of the British money.
Yes, but it's measured in pounds, so maybe with the that's not a pound, but still part of it. Shilling? That's old stuff.
Shilling.
We're on to 4, which is arts and literature. What is the name given to the measurement used to determine the magnitude of earthquakes? What is the name given to the measurement used to determine the magnitude of earthquakes? Everybody in Ohio can tell you this one right now.
In Ohio?
Yeah. Boise? Idaho. Idaho. No, Ohio. Idaho. Time's up. It is, in fact, the Richter scale. The Mercalli, maybe it's Mersally, scale measures the effects of an earthquake, the Richter scale. An odd one, Geek Life, nice. Or Geek Battle. It's Geek Battle, not Geek Life. Sci-fi and fantasy is the category. What is the name of the dragon in The Hobbit? What is the name of the dragon in The Hobbit? And if you don't know the answer to that one, then I'm a little disappointed because there was even a movie about it.
Several movies.
Yes, but the dragon wasn't featured in the other 3 very well. Mostly, if not only entirely, it was the 2 Hobbit movies. It is, in fact, as Rob mentioned, Smaug. Smaug the dragon, who was as fearsome, huge, and powerful as dragons should be, nearly unstoppable. Keep that in mind, Rob, when you see one. I'll watch just about anything he's in. One of a handful of actors that is definitely amazing at what they do. Entertainment. What British rock group released a debut album called Parachutes? What British rock group released a debut album called Parachutes? Should have known it before I even looked. Time's up. It is, in fact, I have to look again. Oh, yes, Coldplay. It is Coldplay. Lots of people went nuts over that album. It's so amazing. And now people mock Coldplay for some reason. I don't know. They're too formulaic. I'm not really sure why they get mocked. But I also don't listen to their music anymore, so. Even. 4. Arts and literature. Oh, yeah. Okay, yeah. Yeah, no. What is it that those with pupophobia fear? What is it that those with pupophobia fear? It might be pupophobia. I was thinking if it's pupa, then it would be cocoons, right? But the examples are balloons, puppets, or moths. Going with the cocoon thing, it would be moths.
Or the puppa thing.
But time's up.
Would be puppies or puppets.
Right. If it is puppophobia, then it makes more sense that it is in fact puppets, which is the answer. Some people have a horrible fear to puppets.
I can see that.
I guess depends on what kind of puppet, maybe.
Some puppets are very scary.
Like the ones in horror movies.
Yeah, like Goosebumps.
All right, this will be our last question for tonight. It is coming out of Trivial Pursuit. Category is entertainment. In what film did Russell Crowe play Maximus Decimus Meridius? In what film did Russell Crowe play Maximus Decimus Meridius? Meridius? Meridius, probably. I think everybody at the table knows this one.
It's been a long time since I saw that one.
Yeah, I don't even know if it's worth the rewatch, honestly.
Pretty sure I own it.
I think we do. Time's up. It is, in fact, The Gladiator. Awesome. Good job, Rob. Very iconic role. Lots of people know that one. But hey, some of the questions have to be easy. Well, folks, tonight turned out a little bit interesting as we were trying YouTube for the first time. We're going to stay here for next week and just figure out some of the things to iron it out and get the right, equipment working properly. And next week should be a whole lot more fluid. So we're going to be posting as we did this week ahead of time. So the slot is scheduled with YouTube. You can find the information there. You can find the link and bookmark it if you want. And then we'll be using that same option link to do our next trivia here. So glad you enjoyed yourself, Rob. Everybody else who's watching, please have a great night, and we'll see you guys next week, Tuesday, 7:30 Eastern Standard Time. Have a good night.